Howdy, gang. Welcome to, or happy this Thanksgiving, right? This is when this is coming out.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there. Maybe on Thanksgiving Day. That sounds right.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving or happy Hang Out with Unbeatable Day. I'm sure nothing else is going on today.
Ooh, I like that.
Hope all your food is digesting, and if you're napping, get ready for this NPR equivalent podcast that's going to lull you to sleep.
Are we doing low energy today? I can do low energy. That could be good.
No, we're going to have the same energy. I just think once you're in a food coma, no amount of energy is going to keep you awake.
Mashed potatoes and turkey and gravy.
Yeah, tell me your favorite Thanksgiving meal.
Bro, my
That's
family's not even
question
doing
for
a
the comment.
turkey.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people.
No, I was more just like being mad because we're doing a tri-tip instead of a turkey, and I'm upset about it.
Oh, geez, a tri-tip. Oh my goodness, the world will not spin.
Prime rib is really good.
Cool. So, guys, we have questions that were given to us by our community for our community hour, which we're pre-recording for holiday sakes, obviously. But where do you think we got these questions? This is a question for you two now. Where do you think we got these questions from?
I have an inkling.
I don't know.
I think
Where?
Kenna might know the answer. I have an inkling.
don't.
as to where-
What is your inkling telling you, Aaron?
Did we get it from our newly created Blue Sky account where people can go follow us at unbeatablecast.com on Blue Sky?
Very close, but no.
Funnily
Anywhere
enough,
else that we could have seen
No.
Oh, interesting. Where else could we have gotten these questions from?
it? Our Patreon.
Oh shit, we have a Patreon?
Guys, we have. I was waiting. This is a special announcement. I didn't want to spoil it, so I wanted to kind of build up some into. Guys, we have a Patreon, and
I hate this bitch.
not only do we have a Patreon, we also have a Discord that you can get access to. By
We have
being
a Discord?
part of the full of surprises I am today. But these questions are a part of that, and once this is posted and you're seeing this, more than likely you're going to see another Q&A thread pop up for the next month after, because we like to get at it with these questions. And the sooner
And if you don't
ask
see
these
it, kind of fucked up.
Oh! Okay.
So, okay. Aside from Kenna messing things up, we do want to get to these questions, and we'll save the ridicule for Kenna at a later point. If you have any questions about that, skip them. It's okay. We know. Okay. So we have some questions that we're going to answer, and then we'll sing our festive annual Unbeatable holiday song. First question comes from Lamb Sauce, which is, during this campaign, what would be the most shocking, exciting, and most devastating thing that has happened to you up to this point? So let me read that in a full sentence now. During this campaign, what would be the most shocking, exciting, or most devastating thing which has happened to you up to this point?
I
Oh.
hope that's in character, right? Because I don't know, there's some
That's
real
what I'm
world
thinking.
We
Yeah, I
don't
was
got
gonna
time
say,
for a
I don't want
therapy
to talk
session.
about. Yeah, that's
Okay. What can we talk? Because all of the episodes are released on YouTube at this point, right?
As of this, everything is up on YouTube through the end of Shadowed Path.
I feel like this is so spoiler.
if you want
Can
DLC
I say
episodes.
it?
Up to the
You know
Hey,
what
guess
I'm
what?
gonna say.
You know what? Because this is a pre-recorded thing. Aaron will take the time to put a spoiler countdown on the screen if Kenna wants to say her thing real quick.
Okay, great. Because I'm about to say, and I'm going to put my microphone a little bit further away, but rip
No, don't do
headphone
that.
users, rip headphone users.
Oh, rip headphone.
Haley, dude! I swear to God, I was so mad. Kenna was mad. Coryne was furious. When I tell you, fires were about to be lit, shit was about to be smashed.
So I made the
Okay.
incorrect decision to wear earbuds for today's fucking episode.
That was the most
Ow.
devastating thing that happened for Coryne in this show thus far. And when I say devastating, it probably wasn't actually that devastating for Coryne as it probably was for, I don't know, Seth maybe.
that was just the devastation from that. Just was where I was geographically located during the time of this. That may or may not have added
Maybe a little
bit more stress to the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
Also, for headphone users, it wasn't as bad for you as it was for me. I made it easier for you. Fuck
yeah.
you.
If anything, my brain was cutting it to just being like that ear ringing noise followed by like the Unbeatable music.
Oh, you
the
mean what I
lo-fi bit.
actually heard in my brain when that happened?
A
Yeah.
little bit of that, yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
I think yeah, in terms of stuff that we've seen happen in the campaign, that would be devastating for Seth. That we have seen happen and has been in episodes. I would say I agree with what Kenna said, but I also think more on the shocking, exciting part, the tournament battle that I had against Arya, I think was really cool. I think that was a very fun
that was such a good moment.
situation, because I didn't expect that to be the case, and I had to kind of like in real time draw the lines together of like how this was going to be resolved for the situation. Because I do think that there could have been a timeline where Seth just didn't do anything, and then that would have been its own little thing. But realistically speaking, Seth wouldn't have done that. So it had to go the way it did. But that was fun to go through. It was very exciting to kind of like feel through that whole thing, because dang, what a high intensity battle. And then to the other end of that, me trying to fiddle my way through a battle with Perry and being like, hey, don't use friendship. Take this mechanic out. Let me have a chance at winning.
Me rolling those fucking dice for that was crazy. I was like, I can't believe this
chance.
motherfucker's about to get away with this.
Good.
This motherfucker's about to get away with this. That's crazy.
What do you think,
gonna, like,
if you could answer this without it being like a disruptive thing to the story, if I did get away with that and then Perry was knocked out of the tournament that early,
you would have been mugged that night, dude. You would have been mugged that night. You would have been killed that night. You would have been fucking murdered that night. Dude, I would have snuck into your room with a fucking knife and killed you.
Okay, genuinely though, what do you think would have happened?
I think ultimately that would have just been an elimination from the tournament. I think Perry would have lost all standing with the organization that Perry is a part of, and would have been disgraced, and probably would have had some sort of.
Lono would betray us. That's what would happen.
I mean, no, you probably just would have found out Perry was a bad guy way earlier and way more directly.
Dang. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
On account of the murder. Yeah, that makes sense.
On account of the Gyarados coming down on you guys while you're traveling. Like, we forget that we did a time skip where you guys were on one of the most isolated, longest routes in the region for like 2 weeks. We probably
really
wouldn't have done a time skip there. You would have been attacked on that route, definitely.
Oh shit.
But where did we get the Chimchar from?
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Nope.
A additional portion to Lamb Sauce's question. Oh, before I do that, Aaron, was there something that you found shocking, exciting, or devastating as the runner of game?
I find everything you guys do shocking. I think recently, you know what? Actually, Kenna, I take back what I said earlier about the spoilers there. I'm just gonna put, when you start talking, that the rest of this episode will contain heavy spoilers for the rest of Lavender, because I want to talk about it pretty clearly.
I feel as though we've kind of set that boundary.
Yeah,
that's
the boundary. Is we're
like,
talking
hey,
about
guys,
Shadow Path in this episode.
Unless we actively are like, we're not going to talk about it. I think sometimes we've gotten close to talking about stuff we had just recorded weeks prior.
The moment that Kenna or Coryne pulled a blammy out of her fucking belt that I fully thought she forgot she had it, by the way. I had been sitting there. It's in my notes. Like, I have it in caps at the top of my like notepad document. And I'm like, there's no way she remembers she has this. She's so bad at tracking her inventory,
her Pokemon, her story beats
to talk to.
I mean, my God. Okay.
I will say it was fun, Aaron, while editing that episode, watching everyone calculate things in their head, because I would be doing my turn, rumbling and mumbling and talking, whatever. And so it's obviously for like the viewers at home when they're watching those particular scenes, if it's a solo camera, you're seeing just the one person, but on my editing screen, I have everyone else's cameras on the other side to see who I want to switch to. So while I'm talking and being like, I'm mad, I make a funny joke or whatever, everyone else is like plotting and scheming. So then it cuts, and I'm like, oh wait, hold on, let me cut over to them real quick. So it was fun watching the realization on you when that happened, because it was not visible to everyone else, but I got to see it, which was nice. And then it happened, and I'm really good at editing, guys. Compliment me in the comments.
He needs it, guys. Please compliment him in the comments. He needs it. He needs it. And also send him some bucks on, like, you still got a Patreon, right, Matt? Like, just send him some money too.
We have a Patreon.
We have a Patreon. I'm shouting out my good friend, music maker, and editor Dankles. Shout out to that guy.
Just send me. I'll give you my PayPal or something.
That's what I'm saying.
If we're talking about like PayPal, Venmo, no.
JK, donate any and all funds to our Patreon/YouTube things anytime we do a live stream. That's always cool and fun. Or just save your money. That's good too. Yes, that is fantastic. The Blammy, fun and exciting. There was a little additional part to this question from Lamb Sauce, which was character questions. Since American Thanksgiving is around the corner and Canadian Thanksgiving happened in October, fact check that for me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't have to, but I mean, I'll double check it, but I'm fairly certain it was October.
What would your character and one Pokemon be thankful for?
Let's see here. Annual Canadian holiday on the second Monday in October. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like none of our Canadian friends mention that at all.
Well, it's not as big of a holiday for them.
Well, they should talk about it more, and maybe it would be.
Yeah, it's kind of like President's Day for us, where it's like that level of holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing I think Seth would be thankful for, and the Pokemon I'd choose would probably be Bowie. In this case, I think would just be friends and having friends. Because prior to the campaign, Seth is fine doing all the stuff that he has been doing, but is very singular in his task. So it's just him doing that thing and hanging out with his family, and then having like the one or two friends locally that he would spend time with. And this was more of like a forced friendship that then he got okay with being around. And
It really was.
it was
You had no
definitely
choice in
okay.
that.
It really
I'm
was.
gonna
Yeah.
go. Oh, you don't want to stay? Not really, but okay, sure. All right. I've never
So
seen
you're
Detective
saying.
Pikachu.
So you're saying I can go? Oh no.
yeah. Oh, what's that? We have to stop because of terrorism. Okay, let's.
Okay. Okay.
And I think Bowie also in that same vein, just having more Pokemon to be around, because it mainly is just Bowie and Seth for the longest time, and I think it's nice, and having an upgraded phone. I think Bowie definitely deserved that because I don't use it.
I think. I mean, Corinne's answer was going to be friends too, but I think Corinne is probably
Beat you to it.
thankful for. Corinne's probably immediately thankful for Poke Centers and Nurse Joys.
You guys
I think
need
that's
those
Thank you
a
for your
lot.
service.
Yeah,
Joey.
I think that's what Corinne is thankful
You guys
for.
need those.
Corinne is also thankful for the grace that her friends and family give her when she doesn't tell them important shit in a timely manner, and is really thankful that they don't
You're thankful
hate her
for
not
patience.
doing so.
You're thankful for patience.
So
and that
basically, I'm
means
gonna
a lot.
start
Right?
adding Corinne's mom and Poppy to the villain roles at the end of every day. And
No.
just start letting that
Honestly,
happen.
not even like a
Please.
villain type of role, but like a
Please.
countdown on like, or more like a cooldown on if Corinne hasn't done anything to communicate towards them, it slowly builds up to a boiling point of where you
When
get
her mom sends her the
either an
equivalent of a
in-person
howler.
visit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh my
Corinne
God.
Willows,
Just an
how
X-Bot
dare
walks
you
up.
not call?
Yeah. That's kind of crazy, actually.
And I think Myrtle is thankful for Myrtle is thankful for her team. Oh, you know what else I think Myrtle is thankful for? I think Myrtle is thankful that Seth gave her to Corinne.
Game recognized game.
Game recognized game. Let me pick a random NPC. You know, Taub is really thankful that he
Yes!
still has a job. You know, that's what I think. That's what I think. I think Taub is really grateful he still has a job.
Taub is
I
thankful
love
for
that.
He loves working at
Bosco's
Moscow. He
Bosco's
loves being
HR and
Yeah.
their ability to retain him on staff. That's the gift of giving.
It's funny
what-
because HR actually hates him because their job
hate
is
him
to
'cause
keep
they
the
ain't
company
him.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Um,
he's just a bumbling mess.
He is
What
the
do you-
greatest.
I'm gonna
risk to
think
the
of-
He
company.
offends
Okay.
every coworker.
This
by
is
accident.
a far off shot of a person where I'm like, how's their holiday season
Oh,
going?
shit, I'm gonna
What's-
have to think. Okay.
What's Brand doing? What's he thankful for?
Dude's Thanksgiving looks just like his Christmas, which looks just like his Easter, which looks just like the entire time you guys were there, which is him sitting on a beach drinking beer till somebody shows up to fight him.
I'm just now remembering this because it's been a minute.
Uh-huh.
Did
Beer cooking hot
we
dogs.
talk to Brand at all? Was he at Seafoam? for
No.
that?
No.
Rand, I thought I might.
I don't believe you guys
I'm
have
trying to
spoken
think
to him
because
since
the last thing I
island.
did was leave a note in his book.
Yeah,
that he
you
told
haven't
us
spoken
not
to
to
him
look
since
at.
then because I still have that written down as well.
Well,
and I don't
friends
believe
can
that's come up.
do. Okay, it's not my fault. He's pulling a Coryne at this moment and not reaching out to his friend. That's on
Friend
him.
is such a big thing. You were
Strays
on his
over
island
here,
for a
my
week.
God.
And I wrote a really sweet note,
Yeah.
and I think that should go a long
Did
way.
you?
Yeah, you welled up during that. I remember the edit. Next question comes
When he
from
photoshopped the tears in your eyes. Yeah.
Take your way.
The next question comes from
You're so
Azure.
right. Oh my god.
Exactly that. Yeah, just yeah. How do we feel about having normal moves of types setting up field changes to I'm assuming give advantage or disadvantage beyond the normal moves like Sunny Day, Sandstorm, water
Examples
moves like
given.
soaking the ground. Oh yes, yeah. Examples given. Or like ice freezing water. I think we kind of did that a little bit momentarily, but it wasn't like we didn't really. It was just for whatever the story felt like at the moment.
So the sentence below that's continuing the question.
Oh, I didn't. There was a space in there, so my brain stopped.
Yeah.
Do we think this is too complicated to? Yes. In a TTRPG battling system, or possible, but leave it to the leave it to the GM's discretion to award advantage here and there. So let me Matt explain this question because
Thank God.
I was
'cause
reading
I was about
it.
to be
Let's see
like,
if
babe,
Matt
I love you
gets it.
so much. Can you ask the question again?
Yeah, this is a challenge for me, just reading through a whole sentence and not just
Yes.
speed reading it and making my assumptions. Guys,
answering
if
it.
you use a move that isn't like a field type of move, like Sandstorm or Sunny Day or
Those are weather
Blizzard,
moves.
but it changes the field.
It does. So did terrain.
Sorry, my brain was thinking field spells from
Oh, dude, feels supposed from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, those slap.
Anyway, so imagine a spell that, or not a spell, geez, a move that is not that, doing that type of ability. So, for example, if Richter used Sand Tomb, and because it makes this big giant sandstorm for thematic effect, not necessarily having that be a like rock solid rule, but say Aaron's like, there's a lot of sand kicking up here. It does make a sandstorm temporarily for a turn or two. Kind of like what we did entering the tunnel in Viridian City. That's a joke. Vermilion City. And we used it to like obfuscate the cameras.
Yeah, you did. You played with
It's
obscurement rules,
situational,
which we
yeah,
don't
it-
really play with too often.
Yeah, we also did it on Brand's Island 2, I think.
Somewhere.
I think. It's been a minute.
The tunnel?
I don't know.
The
Go back and
dig?
tell
The
me. in a
tunnel?
second.
So Diglett's Cave. At the beginning of Diglett's Cave, you guys whipped
I
up
used,
a whirlwind
Yeah.
early on to get all the dirt and make it into like a sandstorm esque like
And
obscurement
then
thing.
didn't we dig out from the rocket mansion? Excuse me, from in the thing.
Yep.
We used moves to change the terrain there.
Yep.
Mhm.
Did we also do that a little bit? I'm remembering some kind of battle where we landed on the obscurement rules with.
It was when we were
Bugle?
having. It was so Bugle was having issues with smokescreen in the
Mhm.
water, and we had to figure out because it was before obscurement rules actually properly existed.
Way back in the day.
That's actually one of the reasons we had to start looking at obscurement rules. So Bugle was smoke screening in water, and there was another one of, I believe, Brand's Pokemon. It was during Gavin's Cinnabar Gym Challenge. We had to figure out how that worked. So yeah,
In the
that's another
comments
example.
if you remember what the Pokemon was. We'll get a thumbs up emote or something.
My opinion on that, as a person that has never run a game and has only played a game, I mean, as a player, if my GM lets me do dumb shit, I appreciate it a lot. Such as,
I do.
oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot fire at some kind of ice move, and it's gonna make a shit ton of steam, and now you can't see me, John Cena style. So, if my GM lets me, yay for me.
I let you most of the time. Most of the
Also,
time
as a person who's
Yeah.
never ran a game yet, based on the timing
It'll-
of when this
It'll be
comes
out by now, Matt.
Oh, never mind. I take it back. Yeah, Kenna, you're the only person who's not run a game.
All right. What is happening?
it'll be out by now. It
It
comes
will
out
be
on the
out.
23rd. It'll be
guys,
out.
what did you think? Please, only nice things. But yeah, I probably leaning towards the second thing of it just being discretion based. Because if you make it a finite rule, Aaron should know this from me existing.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, this is the
and
biggest
abuse.
arguments Matt and I had over the first like year of Unbeatable was Matt being like,
Can I
okay,
do
but
cool
like, can
guy
I
stuff?
write this as a rule? And I'm like, no, because then I have to set it as a precedent for fucking everyone who wants
Hey,
to play
guys,
this game after us.
I fight for you.
The reason that when you watch an episode and you hear Aaron say the sentence, well, I'm not setting this as a precedent, but that's because of that motherfucker right there.
And because he told me to leave it in the episode. Otherwise, that joint would have been gone. But yeah, case by case basis, unless you don't care. Because at the end of the day, it is a game that you follow your heart on. But we do make rules, so follow those, I think, is the moral of that story. Next question comes from Yamato
Wait,
Hikaru.
Aaron didn't answer it.
I thought you did.
What?
You
No,
just did.
yeah, you guys answered it for me. It's great. That's
Yeah.
all I wanted.
Oh, okay,
you guys,
great.
You guys
Move
did.
on.
Sorry.
There are certain questions
We
where I
mind
don't need
melded
to
on
toss stuff
that,
in there
and
because
yeah,
there's
yeah,
enough
yeah.
questions where they just ask me my opinion. You guys can answer for me. That's fine. Go for it.
Cut back to me saying whatever I said before. Yamato Hikaru. The next question is, what's the number one thing that you're all thankful for this year in regards to Unbeatable? Aw.
I mean, it's got to be the community, right? Like that's just the answer.
Well, yeah, I would say obviously.
Undoubtedly.
That's just
No,
the fucking
Unbeatable.
answer.
Yeah.
If you think that we would still be doing this if we were just like 5 idiots screaming into a void, no, we would have given up like a year ago. Absolutely not. If you guys have anything outside of the community, answer that. But like the community, number one, like you guys make this fucking possible. We wouldn't like, I would have had to go get a real job if the community wasn't here.
You know, I think I am thankful for, I guess this is more of like a retrospect for the whole thing of Unbeatable, but I am thankful for the fact that Pokemon Tabletop Unite exists so that we knew that there was room to improve and that we did that.
It's room to be different. Room to
be
not
different,
be as
yeah.
mechanically crunchy.
Because it's a different game completely for that. So I'm glad that Aaron saw that and said, I'll do it myself, and then did it.
I don't think I would have been able to convince a single one of you to play a Pokemon game if we were using Unite, because it is genuinely like a 50-minute process to make each individual Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And as we
It's
knew
a
from the
lot.
last question, we're very loosey-goosey when it comes to stuff. But yeah, I think the best answer that we can all say at any point would be you guys in the community. So get in the comments and say something. I don't know where that was going.
I don't know
But
where you're going
great
with that either.
question. Next question is coming from Zoro Locos. Do we know when Coryne plans to evolve Smolder? ? Continuation. The party picked up a Firestone on Cinnabar Island, and I don't think they've lost it.
It's up to you how you want to answer that, Kenna.
You
Aaron,
don't
cut
know.
to a single shot of Kenna.
I know. I know.
I'm not cutting to shit, dude.
I
This
know,
is
I
a
know,
Q&A.
I know.
I'm not putting effort into this.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah, Smolder. I got plans. I got options.
I got options.
And I don't want to spoil it. It'll happen. It'll happen. It's coming. Be patient.
Are you planning on using the Firestone that you got on Cinnabar, or are you going to get your own Firestone?
I would have to look at my notes because I know we
Because-
talked about this as a team and I
Yeah,
can't remember.
we
what
had a whole
decided.
conversation where you weren't sure if you could use it.
I'm
or not.
I can't
pretty
remember.
sure
I want to say the yes that like we were down for that.
it was our Firestone comrade to where
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
because
yeah,
we found
yeah.
it when we were doing the group traveling, and I think
yes.
I want to say Gavin found it or something. I
Mhm,
can't
I
recall.
think
I think it was Gavin. Yeah,
Guys,
It
go
was-
back
it was
and watch
on
the
Lost
episode and get in the
that you guys
comments
found
and
that,
tell
actually,
us.
if you remember correctly.
Um,
It was on, I believe, episode 12 that we lost.
Because we thought at one point, didn't we think Vermilion might have needed it for something? But then they were like,
You
No, I don't
thought
need it.
that, but they needed a Magmarizer, not a Firestone.
that was, yeah,
and
we had to get,
yeah.
we ended up finding that.
Also, real
Yeah,
quick,
more-
actually, we
more
want to talk
definite.
about what we're thankful for with Unbeatable. How thankful are we've lost one episode. Out of all of the episodes we've done, we lost one.
oh yeah, 9.5, right?
I
or no?
forgot we even
No,
lost
9.5
one.
was just like.
Oh no, this was
yeah.
episode. I want to say 23.
I said it earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it 23? Was that right?
It was like 20. It was like 27. It was whatever the episode was.
I'm gonna double check that.
I double check it. It was whatever episode that we were traveling across.
Traveling
it was the
from
most
Cinnabon.
unique mechanically.
It was the episode that we got the fires. No.
Yeah.
Episode before we got the Firestone.
No, I believe was it not that same episode?
Because it was when we were coming up to the back of the facility to go back and get the thing.
I'll tell you right now what episode it was. It was episode. Let's see,
Look at
20.
what
It was episode 22. You were off by one. It was episode 22.
I'm so
23
close.
was the Ditto episode.
Man, look how
Yeah.
smart I am at guessing.
Also, the thumbnail for 22 is a terrible thumbnail, but I love it. It's just it's
what was the
Coryne, but with an emoji of the face instead of a normal face.
Oh no.
Well,
So shout out to us losing exactly one episode that they know of.
Let us know what episode you want us to lose next. That was a joke for editing Matt in the future. That was a joke. Please don't.
Yeah,
lose anything.
it's Matt's actually next gym battle. And we're gonna have to count it as non-canon, and he'll have to lose that
It
battle.
didn't happen. Keep
Yeah.
that ratio clean, except for the one where I did lose.
Yep.
Holden's the guy has a question. Let's talk about that instead. If it was up to each of you, would you have a shiny Ditto transform into the shiny form of other Pokemon? We could test that game theory.
Yeah, but I didn't answer this question for a reason. I'm asking the two of you. Would that be the way it worked or not?
I am going to propose this question with another question. Aaron, what do you think I'm going to think?
I know what you're gonna think, so I want you to answer to the audience and say it to the audience.
All right, then Kenna, what do you?
I know what you know,
What do you-
what I
what do
know
you-
what you know, Matt. All right.
What do you think, Kenna?
I think my brain.
Ignore
is
that.
like
Ignore that.
fried.
I'm a dude disguised as a dude.
So the question is, can a shiny Ditto transform into shiny Pokemon?
Mhm.
I mean, shiny Ditto transform into Pokemon that they see, right? So if the Pokemon that they're looking at is shiny, then yeah. But if it's a regular Pokemon, then it would transform into what it sees.
Interesting answer.
Pretty
Right?
solid.
Interesting
That's pretty
answer.
solid. I'm gonna say, and I think Aaron's gonna think I'm gonna say, I think if a Pokemon has the ability to transform in general, there's no limitation on what it can look like in terms of if it's shiny or not. That's just hue and saturation, and the trick of the light. So I would say yes and no, kind of similar to the question we had from Azure, where let the GM decide it. It's situational. Unless I'm at the table, then do what I say, and go with.
All right.
It could be anything. I'm gonna say it could be anything. That makes the
Interesting.
most sense to me.
Insert.
You're
Nerf
gonna
gun
have to
sound.
watch Arc 4 to find out the answer.
Let's test this game theory. Great question. There's a second page. Cool. So
We're not even done with the first page. What are you
I
talking
didn't
about?
scroll. I didn't scroll. Next question comes from Taco. Are there any Mandela effects that you've experienced that really effed with your perspective of reality? Any Pokemon related? Rock Tunnel, Rocky Tunnel. That's the best one. I think
I know mine.
it was less of a Mandela effect, but I think it was just a realization that Aaron and I both had when doing a little side quest of content, which was
I know what you're about to say.
a certain Pokemon that we were like, wait, this isn't a water type. This is unfair. This is not real. And also,
Was this the Pokedoku?
Vikavolt is stupid. Yes, absolutely.
Vikavolt is stupid, yeah. But also, we were talking about Belly Bolt is the one that we were like, it's not a water type.
Oh, this water-ish looking Pokemon that you find on the water in the game.
Hey, fun
is
fact, that's
just
not the
an
only one
electric
like
type.
that. Pinchurchin, which is a sea urchin, is also just an electric type.
Ooh.
Keep getting away with this.
It's because there's too many water types, Matt. They have to do it because there's too many water
I
types.
don't care.
Also, I know what my biggest Mandela effect is. Even though I've known factually that this is not the case, in my heart of hearts, for some reason, flying type is super effective to water type. And I don't know why that is in my brain.
That's on you, man.
I don't know why it is.
You are
But
in
in
your
my
own
brain,
dimension on
It
that
is,
one.
it is, and I know it's not. But every once in a while, I'll be like, yeah, use gust on that. Oh, it didn't do super effective damage. What's going on?
Aaron's got his own little anime rules in his head,
Really
waiting for the
fucks
someone
me
on the sideline to be like,
Dude, I'm doing
obviously, this Squirtle's a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
water type, and this
Season
Pidgey
1
is going to be
level of
super
rules.
effective against
Yeah,
it.
it's crazy.
Yogi, hit him with your gust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you have any Mandela effects, Kenna? Similar to the Rocky Tunnel thing?
No,
Or
no
just something you may have
Berenstain
thought about Pokemon, but we're like, oh wait, this isn't how that works.
I'm gonna run you through that later. We're just gonna pass it on for now. It's a very popular version
Get in
of
the
the Mandela
comments.
effect.
Spell it how you think it's supposed to be.
We'll just talk about it later. We're just
the books
don't
with
worry
the
about it.
with the bears.
We're moving.
It's so
on.
simple.
We're
It's so simple.
moving
The
on.
easiest clarification
If
is
I,
you
ask
think
right
it's
it,
this
if I
way.
repeat it again in a questioning tone, do you think I can
I will
set him
end
off?
this recording right now.
You don't need to set off what is already ablaze. I'm going to say these words.
Okay.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't remember a lot from when I played Pokemon that in depth for me to remember the Mandela effects that have happened to me since. The Rock and Rocky Tunnel really did have me fucked up. I think that was the only one that really got me.
There's a reason it was the title of an episode, because man, that fucked us
Because
up.
everybody was like, huh?
And then we got in the tunnel and we heard, Adrian. We're like, what? What is going on here? I think
And then
this is
Apollo
less of
Creed
a
showed up. It was wild.
Mandela effect, but more of me being like, oh yeah, I'm a Pokemon expert when I was playing the games back like a long time ago, where every trash can I go to, I'm like, leftovers is in here.
No,
Nope.
no.
It's not.
No.
It's not, and it never will be. And also, if we ever put that in the game where we look in the trash can and we're like, you can give your Pokemon this, I'm like, I'm not gonna give my Pokemon
No.
garbage. Yeah, trash food.
You just hand Axel like a takeout box.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
actually,
like, oh,
the way
yeah,
I've
man.
seen that handled in like Pokemon fan fictions is like, instead of the leftovers like actually being like the trash, it's
A
like
little bento
it's a
box.
little like device that's like on their collar that like collects the scraps of their food and like uber compresses it, and then they eat it later.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a protein.
I don't
kinda
like
like
that
how
either.
How like dogs store food like in the upper bits of their lips. You guys know, you know how.
So
that
next
happens?
question comes from Lord. I cannot pronounce this. Let's spell it together, gang.
Missel Gorsi.
I already messed it up. MSALGORCI. What's that spell? Will the
Missel
party ever
Gorsi.
encounter shadow/dark Pokemon?
So not dark
like
type
XD
Pokemon.
Gale of
Yeah,
Darkness?
like XD Gale of Darkness, where their hearts have been closed off and they're now the darky shadow forms
Not gonna
of
lie.
themselves.
Pausing for just a second, Aaron. If this
No.
gets, if I don't want this to be part of the story, if this is the case, so cut through this if it isn't. If this bird timeline thing you got going on ends up with a dark Lugia that we have to fix to then fix all the birds, I'm gonna lose it. So cut that out of the episode if it's not.
Shadow Lugia, I would make the main villain of a whole campaign. Don't worry.
Okay, keep that. Keep that.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, all right.
Don't
Lock
worry.
it in the Disney Vault. Okay.
Also, I'm not cutting anything.
Oh.
This is all just going.
Wow.
This is a Q&A.
Lock that
No
away. Never
cutting
speak of it
happens.
again.
I will
so
remain
listen,
the
what we just
so-
talked about.
But that I think that would be cool as a little additional story thing. Someone write a fanfic about it. I don't write. But I do think Shadow Pokemon could be interesting, but I feel like it would need to have its own like focus.
Yeah, I don't
story. It
think
couldn't just be its own
this
tangent.
party
I'd be
will
so
meet Shadow
sad.
Pokemon. No, I don't think. First of all, I don't think Kenna would forgive me if I put Coryne in a campaign of Shadow Pokemon. Kenna would need to be playing a different character for that
Yeah.
campaign.
Imagine like Shadow Smolder.
Oh my god, that would be so sad.
First of
Smolder with
all-
his heart cut off and no emotions other than rage and fear.
But it could strut down the runway.
That's what that is. That's what he said. That's what he just suggested.
No, I do think a campaign
baby's
about
alone.
Shadow
Yeah.
Pokemon could be cool. Just basically
Yeah.
redoing the
The Shadow
Daily
XD plot.
Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause that was a fun game.
The Shadow XD plot is like number 5 or 6 on my list of potential future campaigns.
Yeah. What are the others? Don't answer that.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not gonna answer that.
Because
You know what the other is. We've talked about it in depth. Why would we tell the audience?
You did mention something about it, and I want to say it was about us having a Patreon. Guys, we have a Patreon. Next
He
question
left.
comes from
Walked away.
Koinu. He doesn't need to be here for it. It's fine. If you guys could trade, then we'll wait. Because I know this is going to stay in there because he's not going to cut it.
I hate you so
He's just
much.
going to take this video and then upload
I hate you so much.
All right. Appreciate
In the
it.
most loving way
I love you. I love you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, Koino asked, if you guys could trade for one of your friend's Pokemon, either other player or NPC, what Pokemon would you want from them?
Yeah, whose Pokemon that somebody else has do you want?
I want Bonk.
That's funny.
That's
want
crazy. I recuse myself from this because I can have any Pokemon I want. I just gotta steal it.
Of course you can, yeah.
No.
Myrtle's mine, motherfucker.
Oh no.
I'm
Bite your
trying
tongue.
to think.
You would try my best, but I don't succeed.
I think I would want Kulono's Palisand.
Oh, you want his Palisand? I was gonna go his Como-O.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's too much.
dude.
I don't think Seth could handle that.
I will not answer for Tori, but I want to mention this on Tori's behalf because she's not here. She's mentioned to me several times that Como-O and Jangmo-O and all them, like if we ever did like an Alola based game or anything where they're at, she's like, I want one of those. Give me one of those.
That's like 14
Sick.
of them.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
I feel like Tori would also try and get Dr. Bones.
Dr. Bones, I think is
yeah.
She said it in the moment, like
I
literally
know.
during the episode. She's like, I wonder if I could convince Dr. Bones to come with me.
Nah, that man's a curmudgeon.
Uh,
A curmudgeon, but also a stickler for rules and order and structure. Who do we think Gavin would want?
he wants every violent Pokemon that you've ever met.
This is fair.
Yeah.
I think he wants Redacted
I know what he wants.
from that episode.
I know what he
That hasn't
wants.
come out yet.
He wants. That's also true. He's mentioned both times when we've talked about it. Either your fire type or Tori's fire type. He's mentioned both of those as Pokemon that he's like. I like those.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants
Yeah.
Smolder?
No. You,
Mm-mm-mm.
Axel.
Axel.
Oh, he is a
Axel
fire
or,
type. Yeah.
Charmander.
Yeah.
I forget that he's fire type. I was only thinking, although both of his typings are good for the reason why I was like, oh, this would help on the ice gym. I was thinking of the fighting part.
Yeah, it's
so
not- it's not-
whenever he evolved and started doing the fighting thing, I was like, oh, sweet, I can do the fighting stuff now. But that makes sense. I think that would be very good. Okay, cool. Next question comes from Dinosaur. If your character was on a trading card, what would its ability be? What would the card look like? Aaron, choose a non-player character.
What the fuck? Why can't I just be me?
Oh no.
How dare you?
Sorry. I skipped a word. It was Aaron can choose. I think it's
Oh,
funnier
okay.
me saying Aaron choose a
Okay,
NPC.
thank you. You know what? I appreciate you, Dan. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Matt.
That's funnier. Okay.
Hey, Matt, can I admit something to you?
Are you going to clarify what trading card this is? Because
No, I was gonna let you know that I've pulled the longest possible con on you just to get better than you at a video game. I've been playing Pokemon trading card games since the day it came out. And I have
This
collected
is-
almost every single card.
this is a major betrayal of trust. You guys do not realize how little I talked about this game because Aaron was like, "Oh, I don't care about it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, man, that's fine." Like, I'm not trying, like, because I'm passively playing this game. If he's no-lifing it, that's a big difference. That's crazy. Show me your decks right now.
Betrayal.
My
Show me
two
your
decks
decks
that
right
I'm rocking between is my Moltres.
I don't care about that.
Char-
Show me your decks. I don't care about your deck. Your decks of all your
Oh.
cards. Your binder.
my Dex, DEX. Okay.
Yeah, you can see how that would
mean-
be confused. Yeah. Gross.
Oh
How much
my
did you spend?
God.
I'm still I think I've spent $2 because I just got off the
Free 99, baby.
the free thing.
Pay no money.
I want you to know I've pulled 2 Misties and they've only been the good art version. The
full art.
The full art version, yeah. So that
Giving
one.
this game money.
Well,
Give me your code right now.
Like,
I'm not gonna answer any questions until you give me your code.
Oh, you want a friend code? Here, I'll text it to
Yeah.
you right now. I'll text it to you right now.
No, read it out loud. Let other people add you too.
I am truthfully
no, if they wanna-
not playing
if they
this
want-
game.
If they
Oh,
want
actually, no. Better yet, yeah, guys.
They gotta
wait,
go to our Discord.
we have a Discord. Where would they get access to the Discord?
With a dedicated
With a-
thread
with
to
our-
friend codes, I think.
A Ditto.
We do actually have a dedicated thread. Let's see here. Add. I gotta remember. There's my friend ID. All right, I'll text it to you
I've
right
been
now.
too busy
Oh,
playing
cool.
Pokemon Go.
Valid, actually.
Equally exciting game. Let's do a
Matt,
pack pull real quick, guys.
Oh, dude, I've spent all my hourglasses actually.
No, I have 2 packs right now.
You
we'll
know what?
just
I
do
can use some gold. I'll also join you for pack pool.
Let's go. Let's do this one.
See here.
This is gonna be such a bad pull. Stop texting me. No, it's Azure.
It's me sending you the
no,
code.
No, it wasn't you. It was Azure.
Oh,
Okay, I got a gloom. What do you get?
Okay, wait. I haven't. Dude, first of all, the opening of packs on this game is crazy. Wait.
Let's see that.
Oh, it's so
looks
good. I got a Minfu.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a, what is that? Woobat?
Something Swoobat. Yeah. I got a Wigglytuff. The
Oh, it's new to you. Look at that.
Non-GX.
Had that card.
Yeah. See here.
Got an Eevee.
Have that card. Whoa.
I got a Dodrio.
Hold on, let me peek.
Aw.
No. Oh, I might have something at the end.
Okay.
Psyduck. What do you got?
I got Ekans.
Okay, what's your next one?
Golurk. I already got like 3 of these motherfuckers.
Ooh. Let's go.
Oh, hey, that's actually my
Melmetal.
main right now. So that's actually what I've been playing. You know how Wes was like, "Oh, I've been playing a steel deck." I had already had that deck built for like a week when he was talking
Wow.
about it.
And the lesson we're learning here is don't lie to your friends. Shout out Arcane Anthems.
This is how good of a video gamer Matt is. This is what he's pushed me to. In order to try and be better than him at video games, I have to hide the video game from him.
That's I want you to do this for Monster Hunter. I would much rather you do this for Monster Hunter.
Fair enough, actually. Fair enough.
One makes a bigger impact on my day to day. Okay,
I've been
I'll
saving
save this
that
other
for
pack as
when
a
we were
reward
recording to
after
tell you
this.
that.
I
That's
can't believe that.
that's foul. Actually, that's
Oh. So I'll go
Thanks.
post my friend code in the Discord
Dan.
later.
I'm sure we'll answer your question in a second. I'm just recovering emotionally.
Well, if I answered Dan's question and I suddenly knew exactly how Pokemon TCG cards worked, it would have been a little suspicious.
It would have, yeah, just a little bit. I think if our characters were to have cards, I feel like Seth would be. I'm assuming it's going to be like the trainer card. Right?
Yeah, like the support, trainer cards. Yeah.
Mine would be better than Misty's, where it's get a water type energy.
You get
flip
one
a coin.
guaranteed. Yeah.
If it lands, get 3 extra water energy.
Yeah.
That's it. It doesn't have to be heads or tails. It just needs to land.
One of those. So Misty's card has only worked against me once properly, and they did the turn 1 Lapras 3 energy kill my 1 Pokemon.
Oh,
with.
I did Articuno EX.
Yeah.
With the 4 energy. It was. I felt powerful.
By the way, every one of you scumbags who plays Lapras, get out of here. Nobody likes you.
Whoa!
Except for you, Matt. You're
Okay.
great. Except for you, Matt. You're great.
I don't play. You didn't play this game 20 minutes ago to me. I don't know what this is about. Okay. Yeah, something along those lines. I think it would be like giving your Pokemon energy or something like that.
Okay.
Kenna, are you familiar with what the cards do of trainer stuff?
No, but I assume if it's like any other like
Because you could like draw a card, power them up, swap out where they're at.
Like Corinne's card would probably be some sort of like incredible tutor or
Deals
something
20
like
damage
that.
to a back row character that's you holding a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
Throw it at a benched Pokemon.
Oh
I
my
think
god!
that-
It just Corinne throws something at a
It deals
bench
20
Pokemon. It's
damage to all
crazy.
benched Pokemon.
Honestly,
That's
it's sick.
crazy.
It's just you with like
That's-
the anime gleam in your eye, holding it like a pigskin.
Yeah. Matt, that's fantastic card design. I fully agree. That's exactly what Corinne's
Yeah.
would be.
Get in the MS Paint and draw it or something.
Let's see here.
MS
Fuck.
Paint.
I gotta pick a. I gotta
Hey,
pick.
I got a
character.
budget for this art. I don't have that much money.
I gotta pick a character real quick because an easy one would be like Vermilion.
Do it for the info broker,
For the info broker. Ooh.
whose name
gonna say-
is get in the
I was
comments.
gonna say the
Does anyone remember the info
broker
broker?
No. This is
or-
not for us. Here.
It's
Oh,
in
This is
there.
for them.
It's for them. Okay.
Either the info broker or William.
Ooh. Oh
Okay.
yeah, William. Would be
Info
good.
broker, you get to look at the top 3 cards of the opponent's deck and put them back in whatever order you want.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could really fuck somebody with that. And then for William, I feel like it's like a hug where like it's like a group hug card where all of your benched Pokemon get back like 10 life or whatever.
That's pretty good.
That's what I would do for William.
That's pretty good.
There you go. Yeah. I love all those things. What are you typing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Wait. What would Tori's be?
Ooh, for DJ?
Something with like it's got to be something with like search your library for two first stage Pokemon, or search your library for a first stage Pokemon.
Yeah, but like the Pokeball already does that, so let's give her a little bit more like oomph.
And they get a gun. Or I think
Could you give her something with like pepper flavored text?
Pepper flavored, like to be spicy?
Yeah. All of her Pokemon are named after peppers.
That's true. It could be like the Giovanni card where it boosts the amount of damage all your stuff could do. But I feel like Matt was kind of cooking with the searching something out.
I feel like you could search your library for a stage 1 Pokemon, put it on your bench, and give it an energy.
Ooh, this is good. She gives it a snack. She lets it sit there and gives it a snack, and it's like, yeah, that's good.
I think that would be good.
Good.
And then Gavin's is, of course, just like a one-hit KO.
Yeah, it would be like if a Pokemon has damage to it, it does like it removes.
Wait, is there
like
equipment?
60.
Is there
Not really.
No,
test
not
cards?
really.
No.
Damn.
So all the support cards, there's like, or all the trainer cards, there are like items, but they're like single-use consumable items.
Okay.
So it's like, Pokeball is like basically what we're saying of like you go find a basic Pokemon and put it into your hand, or it's like a random one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay.
I want to say, what would Reds be?
Red, you win the game. I don't know.
That's it.
No, I'm trying to figure out like Reds. I mean, he's so overpowered. I mean, I guess, but overpowered characters are like Professor Oak, Sabrina, and Giovanni all have cards, and they're all pretty minor.
How hard is it to swap out your whole team?
It's kind of like turn by turn. Yeah. I think something that could remove a Pokemon from your bench and replace it with something else could be interesting.
Yeah, that could be
because once
interesting.
you have the set Pokemon there, you can't really do much about it.
Oh, you know what? I don't know how you would write this in the text because, like, obviously I don't understand TCG as well as I do like Magic or something like that. But like maybe a card that like seeks out a stage 2 Pokemon out of your like deck and immediately like adds an energy and evolves the Pokemon on your bench or something like that might be interesting.
Oh, that could be kind of cool.
Yeah. Like if you have, because that's one of the big issues with like the Moltres Charizard deck is you can never find a fucking Charmeleon anywhere. Yeah.
I think
because Pokeballs let you get Charmander and you just seem to draw into Charizard constantly.
Yeah, I want to say like a yeah, I don't know. Something with like a stage 2 I think could be pretty cool.
I think I agree.
Yeah, that would be good. Next question. Let's go ahead and find it here. It is from Stories Untold. Question for the professor. If you could choose a Pokemon to be your starter, what would it be?
It's gonna be one of my top 3. It's gonna be Trapinch, Spheal, or Misdreavus. It's gonna be one. Was your guess one of those 3?
I was gonna guess Spheal.
Okay, yeah. Spheal is my favorite Pokemon just in terms of aesthetic design. I love it. I also do love Walrein, its final evolution, but I'll admit as it gets older, I like it less. I still love it. It's like an 8 out of 10 as a Walrein, but it's a 10 out of 10 as a Spheal. It would probably, the starter would end up actually probably being Trapinch or Misdreavus. Because I really, really do love Mismagius and Flygon as like final evolutions. And those are all my babies. But like Matt asks me this question about every single region we go to and every game we hypothesize about, and it's a really fun exercise.
What can I say? I'm inquisitive.
And I could honestly take 80% of Pokemon and be totally happy with them as my starters. I really love a lot of different Pokemon. Like, so for example of other things that I've looked at, like Whimsicott, Mantike, Whimsicott. I mean, yeah, it'd be Cottony, but yeah, like Whimsicott is fucking adorable.
How do you feel if you were to get a was it Spinda?
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 I want Spinda to evolve so bad. The fact that it's a single stage really holds it back for me. I could be happy with a Spinda, but man, would I want my starter to be able to evolve.
Makes sense.
Yeah, like I could catch a Spinda and be totally happy with it. But as my starter, I want something that like grows with me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Where Spinda's pretty locked in.
Okay, let me go ahead and pull this up. The next question. Sorry, I was distracted on the dinosaur question.
You were looking at cards, weren't you? You were
I
like,
don't know. Check our admin chat. Who knows?
Okay.
Next question comes from Pretty Otter. What are some headcanons
I was wondering
that
why you weren't
players
paying
have
attention,
about?
you piece of shit. No, I'm putting that in the stream right now. It's going on screen what you were working on. I was wondering why you were so
art.
distracted. You were so like, I kept being like, what are you doing this whole time? Like, because I was like, man, Matt's really not in this Q&A anymore. What happened?
I'm getting the perspective. No, I was trying to. It's hard to get the arm down with like the.
We can tell that's hard. Okay.
Yeah, it took a second.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see the other arm over here. I thought they were two stick arms, and you were like this.
No. There was depth to it. As soon as I deflected on like that could be interesting a couple times, and I was like, I can't do it a third time. They'll know something's up.
I've known something was up since the first one. That's why I asked.
You didn't know. This next question comes from,
especially because this is the last question.
This next question comes from Pretty Otter. What are some headcanons that players have about the characters in the campaign, if any? What are some headcanons that you have about Seth, Kenna?
Yeah, what are headcanons? So it's things that you think are facts about Seth, but have never been talked about or confirmed in the game. Or things about like DJ or Gavin that like you just go, yeah, that makes sense.
I think this is not the first person Coryne's killed with a fire extinguisher. You knew how to make it spiral. That's crazy. That takes practice.
Believable. Oh, I don't really know. I don't really think of headcanons like that. It's kind of hard for me to, because I just go based off of what y'all say and what y'all tell me.
Let me just tell you. While you think for a second, Kenna, I'm gonna talk to the audience for a second.
Please do.
Speaking of fucking character headcanons, some of y'all got some foul fucking headcanons that you're putting in my goddamn YouTube channel comments. Those are what they're called. And I need you guys, any shipping conversation, I need you to get out of here. I'm gonna fight you and delete your comments and block you now. Too much. There's been too much of it.
He won't delete them, but he definitely will be like, why?
Why did you do that? No one. There was one recently where I texted Matt and I was like, could you see this? And he was like, I couldn't see that.
Similarly, I ran this by Kenna and Kenna was like, oh, I get it. And I was
then
like,
both of us
so
looked
maybe
at Kenna and we're very confused. We both looked at
just
Kenna and we're like, we didn't get it. Yeah.
Maybe it's just us.
I know what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
Get out of the comments if you know what it is. Don't comment it.
That took me so long.
Don't comment it. If I see it, I'll block you.
You won't. But that's Burrty's job. We know that. That's Burrty blocks people.
Tell Burrty to block you.
These.
We know these. These we know.
I think this is slash joking. I think.
Oh shit.
Kenna doesn't want to talk to her family. I don't know why. We've had so many opportunities where Seth's like, "Great, I'm just gonna call my mom. Do you want on a computer after or like whatever?" And you're just like, "No, I don't know. I'm gonna go watch
Bond with my Pokemon."
Again. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go sit in a river. A cold river.
Dude, like genuinely though, I actually fully agree with that.
Because I'm like, did something happen to
I genuinely will drop
We have
hints in the
not
middle of
talked to
episodes
her.
where I'll be like, oh yeah, if you guys want to call anyone or say anything to anyone, and can I be like, I'm gonna not talk to this dragon type for 8 sessions.
Yeah,
I'm very single directionally.
Single,
No,
yeah, you're very single, yeah.
I know. I'm immediately going to where it was in Shadowed Path. I want to say it was like episode 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
We walked out of that catacomb place full of books, and then we were like, okay, Kenna, is there anything you want to do? And you're like,
where we had just talked about what you were supposed to do, like 40 minutes earlier.
Like, what Pokemon did you just get?
Minutes earlier, we had said, "Hey, Kenna, is there anything you want to do?"
I have no defense, and I'm not sorry.
Oh, we know, Kenna. We know you don't have any defense.
And you just have to know and accept this.
Having Aaron been the person that
call.
helps you plan what you guys are going to do for your guys' little story thing and interactions, and then I have to edit those things where we are like, hey, let's lock in. Let's again, seeing stuff happen in real time is fantastic.
Matt did a good job cutting away from it when that happened.
You would have never known.
But like, there was a moment where three people stared at Kenna with utter like bafflement, where we were just like, girl, you just said this is what you wanted to do.
But the epiphany was
I think if there were to be this would have to be definitely like post campaign entirely, but us talking about the things that were and were not part of the campaign I think could be pretty fun, but at the same time I'll forget about them, so maybe not.
Yeah, that's true. You guys forget about them all the time,
but I can't forget about it. It's okay. I think that is our last question that we have so far. I don't recall if we've gotten any questions ever asked through YouTube comments. I think maybe one in the past before. If you want to ask a question for a future month, feel free to ask one here, because we've not gotten one, and we'll maybe have like one question.
Add us on Blue Sky.
But add us on Blue Sky. That works. Yeah. I believe it's at Blue Sky or Unbeatable Cast. What is our ad on Blue Sky?
It is at unbeatablecast.com is our Blue Sky. Yeah, we have a verified handle because we're cool kids like that.
Very neat indeed. But if you have any other questions, where else could they ask those questions?
I think earlier I heard some news about there maybe being a Patreon.
That actually turned out to be false.
There was a confusion. Recent news article was slashed because it was instead a Discord that we had access to from a Patreon. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. More at 11. So get over there, check stuff out. There might even be new stuff by the time that this is here, or maybe.
If somebody takes the time to cut together every moment that Matt has said we have a Discord in that cadence, I will let you design an NPC for Unbeatable. The first person to do it, I will let you design an NPC who cuts together a video of every time he's fucking said we have a Discord.
You got it. Take your time. Take care of yourself. But like, you got this. You can do it.
Put it together. If the video is longer than like 45 minutes, I'll just assume you got every single one of them.
That's impossible. But I would say if it's longer than 5 minutes, I think if it's longer than 5 minutes, 5 minutes seems
bits
good
are
enough
not
for me.
short. Okay.
Okay, well, speaking of long bits, this bit of doing a community hour is done.
What a segue!
I know it's my quirk. But I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Hope you rest well. If you're napping and this episode's just been playing,
happy turkey.
And then, guys, don't forget we have a Patreon. Get on over there. Hope you've been sleeping well. What's the like Thanksgiving saying? There's not like a ho 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 type of saying. That's Christmas.
Gobble gobble gobble.
Nope. Go. Goodbye. We gotta go. Goodbye. Have a wonderful holiday.
Bye.